Where you are in the world, it is probably pretty chilly, pretty cold. I'm in Southern California, it never really is. But where you are, it's probably chilly, but it's spring. It's spring in Paris, I guess, or so YSL tells us. I have 2 of these spring YSL quads. If you're in the US, these aren't quite here yet. I got them through the lovely Tavia Chic Profile 4 on Instagram. Follow Tavia if you haven't yet, but they are available in Europe, so I've got them here for us and they're coming here soon. I picked up Endless Spark and Magnetic Purple. We're going to see swatches. We're going to try them on. We're going to talk about really I think it's pretty much my favorite luxury makeup brand. That's a bold statement. Let's go with it. Here today with me, Rebecca, on Not Fit for Print Beauty. I'm a fashion and beauty editor. I have reviewed and written reviews, on the journalistic side for about 25 years. And that gave me the bright idea to start Not Fit for Print Beauty right here on YouTube. So you can have a sort of digital beauty magazine to check in with. And I hope to become a resource for you if you're new here, since I have done so many reviews and lived through a quarter of a century of beauty in this industry on a professional level. So good to have you here if you're new, and wonderful to have you here if you are back. Now, I told you guys that I get a lot of PR, some of it fantastic, some of it not so fantastic. And I only give PR, I'll only let PR out in the light of day if it's something that I would also spend my own money on. And I like to feature a little bit here or there, my favorite that's come in, rather than doing like a whole PR video, which I don't think people really like, but you can let me know. But I like to feature the things I like. And one of the things I like, because it's really cool, is a body care brand called Cyclar, like off the term cycle. This is a multi-sensory skincare brand that works from head to toe with hand creams and body oil, body washes, deodorants, and perfume oils. They're very much into layering scents or layering the same scent in different forms so that your scent lasts all day long. And the whole idea with Cyclar is about spending that extra minute on yourself in the morning or evening whenever you take your bath or your shower, and layering things. They have scents like rose and amber, neroli, vanilla. I'm looking here, you got to see what I have here, at the vanilla. So I have got the vanilla in like 4 different ways. This is the hand cream, which is incredibly luxurious, and the scent, it can be unisex also, and the scent is not overpowering or gross. You know how vanilla can become sickly sweet. Not this one. It's just beautiful. And then we have a body oil, we have a perfume oil, we have a body cream. And when you layer these, you don't have to worry about it ever being overpowering. But when everything is on, it's not overpowering, and yet it still lasts all day. And they have these kind of combinations in so many different scents. I'm just holding up the vanilla for you here. I love it. I've been experimenting with this, playing with it. I've been layering it with other scents from Cyclar too, or you can just go with the one scent and then it lasts all day long. And I've been blown away with how interesting this brand is. There is a lot of skincare and body care brands that send me stuff, but this one stands out to me. So if I'm taking the time to feature it, it means I'm really endorsing it. I thank them for sending this stuff over to expose me to the line, and then I can tell you guys about it. Just check out, I'll have it linked below. Check out what they've got going on over there. Check out all of the different fragrances. It's really kind of an exciting thing that they're doing. There's something extremely luxurious and beautiful about it. And I like their idea of spending an extra moment on yourself, just that little extra moment of self-care. It's a beautiful, well done brand. So go on over there, check that out. I'll have it linked below. I'll have everything actually linked down below if you want to check it out. And where I can, I always put things up here on YouTube Shopping. It's so much fun and easier to click, and then the video keeps playing. So that's good too. If you're in the US, I can't quite link the YSL yet, but we'll get to it. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got 4 or so spring palettes coming from YSL. So I have 2. Here is Endless Spark. Isn't this beautiful? I love pinks. I am never sick of pinks. And here is Magnetic Purple. I was just taking out the little included applicators. Here's Magnetic Purple. I always try to get purple because I have green eyes. And if you have green eyes, you're supposed to wear a lot of purple. Lately, I've been getting more into the browns. And I have done a review of that 9-pan YSL palette. Also, some people report that that's here in the US, but and some not widely available, but so all of this is coming, and I will link my 9-pan review of the 9-pan eyeshadow palette Browns, beautiful, from YSL. I'll link that at the end of this video so you can check that review out if you've missed it. Let's take these two palettes outside in the warm, very warm California sunshine, too warm. Here's Endless Spark, and then more towards my wrist we have Magnetic Purple. So take a look at those beautiful shades. As usual, the sparklies are sparkling, really what I like to call a grown-up glitter with YSL. And we have these shimmer and kind of satin shades that are creamy and rich and beautiful. I really love the formula that YSL uses. And of course, this is going back to the kind of at this point traditional little puffer case that mimics the YSL bags that are so famous and doing so well for the brand and are far, far more expensive than these ever would be. So you get a little bit of it here with the texture and the look. It's just lush and beautiful. I really find using YSL quads to be a very pleasant experience. I am also, as you know, if you saw the video, in love with that 9-pan. But let's do two looks. So we have two eyes and two looks with these two quads right here. Now, as you guys know, I do review makeup professionally, but in terms of artistry, I'm not a makeup artist. I have had the pleasure of watching some of the most famous ones work, but I use it like a home user. So, you know, bear with me on that. Let's try this. Let's play with this a little bit. We're going to use some Sonia G brushes, and I'm going to go into this shade right here and put this onto the eye. This one is kind of purpley too. This is our Endless Spark. And the reason it's called that is it's a lot of kind of glitter shades, but look at that beautiful purple. I always tell you guys that purple is a hard shade to do. Purples, blues, they're hard, you know, they're difficult. Okay, I am going to now go in here to this light pink shade, just kind of put that into the center. Again, Endless Spark because we have sparkly shades. Switching brushes, also Sonia G in this video, to this lighter shade, which we'll put right there. Isn't this pretty? Endless Spark, very, very sparkly. And last but not least, this pretty shade right here, just to go over. I'm going to put that actually over the entire lid. Let's really go with the sparks. What's nice about this palette, I have tried it on already. I cheated on you guys and wore it without you because I've had this for some time. But what's really nice about this is the subtlety, and again, what I like to call a grown-up glitter. So you're not going to get the fallout. You're going to get the sparkle without any chunky or harsh glitter, as opposed to, say, the Dolce & Gabbana palette that I reviewed the other day, which is over-the-top glitter. It's for perhaps a different client or a different mood. But this one is very, very sparkly. Look at how pretty that is, but it's still very feminine. It's not over the top. It's not too disco. It still feels very of the moment and on trend, probably because of its subtlety. And it's very pretty and can be applied with brushes or with fingers. Now, when we go to our Magnetic Purple, so this one is going to have a sparkle shade and some satins, but it's a little bit more subdued. So we're going to switch brushes to a nice clean brush. And then we have this very nice kind of matte YSL shade right here, which is kind of leans a little bit purple, but look at how pretty this is. Look at how pretty this is as a subtle one and done. I prefer this palette already because I don't always need all that kind of sparkle. I like very subtle eye looks. That also happens to be on trend right now, but it works just for my personal aesthetic. And I'm going to go in here and here. I'm going to mix these two shades, same brush, and just go onto the edge of the eye just to define it. Simple. Simples. And then now what we have left is this beautiful purple shade, which is sparkly and kind of duochrome, kind of has a little bit of a blue shift to it, cooler, which I'm normally not a blue eyeshadow person, but I think this works. Now, let's take a look at this. This almost, with the sparkle shade added, if you see, it almost lends itself to the blue trend, even though this is a purple palette. It kind of goes into a brownish taupey. This isn't as purple as you'd think. Think also of the Victoria Beckham Orchid palette. A lot of people were surprised that that wasn't as intensely purple as one would have thought. And in fact, in an odd way, the Endless Spark shade, palette that we did first on this eye almost is a bit more of a traditional lilac-y purple. This one here, I mean, this is definitely beige leaning purple, but it really does have a little bit of that blue that kind of keeps it on trend with all these denim palettes and such that we've been seeing. These are beautiful, very typical YSL in terms of formula, easy to use, very pretty, innovative color stories. I am a big fan, very big fan. And like I said at the end of this video, I will post again in case you missed it. You can click on my 9-pan review. I'm really getting into this brown shades. So I prefer the 9-pan, but of course these quads will be a little less expensive, obviously. All right, so I want you to check those out. I will follow up on, if you're a US viewer, I'll follow up on when those get here to the US so I can get that all posted and updated for you guys. Meanwhile, do check out Cyclar. They're really doing something right over there in a beautiful self-care, body care type way, and tell them I said hello. I would love to see you guys down in the comments. Plus, of course, I'm over on TikTok and Instagram, Threads, and Facebook, and we have a membership here on YouTube. We have weekly lives through our membership that I would love to see you at. We have a lot of fun. I'll see you guys down in the comments so we can chat. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Got new foundations coming up, new lipsticks, tons of new releases, always trying to keep up to date on everything. See you guys then. Bye-bye.